It was in April of 2020 that Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell addressed the sitting of the lower house of representatives, saying government will not own majority shares in the Grenada Electricity Services Limited, grenlec, and that these shares will be offered to the Grenadian-based companies and individuals.
This would be for a temporary period. Let me make it clear. Temporary period. We hope to give out shares to business persons in this country or private sector persons because we believe the grenlec is in fact a very profitable business. So anybody investing in grenlec will do well.
While much has been said by the country's finance minister Gregory Bowen to address the cries of the Grenadian people when it comes to a major leap in electricity bills, no disclosure is yet made about government's plans for the shares of the company. Opposition leader Tobias Clement, in his response to the budget on Monday, called on government to ensure that Grenlec's shares are divested to the Grenadian people.
I would ask the government, before election is called next year or the year after, whenever it is called, make sure that we divest the shares of grenlec to the Grenadian people. I too may want to own a couple shares.
Mr. Clement said it will be a calamity if the shares fall back into the hands of WRB, to whom government battled and paid a massive price in order to regain control of the company.
Mr. Speaker, God forbid, as election turns on a dime, just perhaps, grenlec might end up back in the hands of WRB. You want to take that chance? I wouldn't take that chance.
Government's move is towards renewable energy, but the opposition leader is questioning their calculations towards this planned achievement.
On Friday, Mr. Speaker, the minister here announced that Grenada would be 100% renewable by the year 2030. We're not even 1% yet. What magic is that?
As part of the 2022 fiscal relief measures, government announced that it will zero-rate the VAT on electricity consumption for domestic consumers with usage up to 500 kilowatt-hours. Government will also remove the environmental levy for this category of consumers whose usage does not exceed 500 kilowatt-hours. Additionally, with the rise in the price of fuel expected to continue, a reduction of 25% on the non-fuel charge per kilowatt-hour will be instituted for all categories of consumers.
Why is it? Why, Mr. Speaker, we have to wait until we buy back grenlec to remove VAT on electricity? Mr. Speaker, that is not true. That is not true. So why should he come to this house and make a statement like that? VAT could be removed anytime because VAT belongs to the government. While it is a small portion, even the taxes on petrol, Mr. Speaker, does not belong to the WRB or grenlec. It belongs to the government.
These changes will take effect in the next billing cycle. But even this announcement was challenged by Mr. Clement.
This is good to some extent. But what was not said, Mr. Speaker, maybe starting from January of next year, but they did not specify any length of time. I don't know if it's forever. Mr. Speaker, I am wondering, is grenlec now going to become Grenada's government little piggy bank for slush funds to do as we please whenever?
Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.